topic of a lot of conversations at this time. So was the phone, did you see, shake it? See, it's like you're causing some form of like commotion, or like there's something, I'm just getting like you popped out, or there's something where you're like on people's radar at this time. So we're gonna see, what are people assuming about the collective at this time? Ooh, first card out, how beautiful, look at that. She who changes. Okay, you are a change maker. This is giving sacred rebel, spiritual warrior. This is giving, yeah, like resistance, tearing down. I'm getting like established like systems. Okay, very powerful, very potent. So it's very, okay, Aquarius energy is coming through, Aries energy. You don't have to be, it's just that archetypal energy of like you are a change maker. You make ripples. Like you are here to make a difference, and you are here making an impact. Ooh, I just got global impact. So you're definitely somebody, like you are meant to be seen. You're meant to be known. I'm getting like worldwide, global. There's something very significant about that. You're highly intuitive, very tapped in. You get this like mystical, magical energy. So something very significant that stands out. I'm getting like your hair, however you adorn yourself. Like look at that beautiful piece connected to the moon with this crescent moon here. Something about like her makeup very much standing out. So you may have like a unique sense of makeup or style, or I'm getting like even for like men, like there's a signature something that you do or you wear that's a part of you that it's like people almost like know you by that. So like if they didn't know your name and they're just trying to get somebody to like know who they're talking about, be like, oh, like the guy with the red hair, or the girl who always wears purple eyeshadow. So something like that. This is the Iris card. Oh, and I just got by Goo Goo Dolls the Iris song. So you have a lot of like amorous feelings. Like a lot of people are romantically interested. So, and because this is what they assume, I'm getting like a lot of people assume either you're taken, or like you're already involved with some, or things of that sort, because you're very outworldly, you're very ethereal. So it's almost like people are thinking like there's no way this person is roaming around off on their own. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. Again, these are assumptions. So what are people assuming about the collective at this time? What are people assuming? Okay, cool. 2 cards popped out. Ooh, fear, worriness, trouble. She who doubts. Okay, you hold no fear. Again, Sacred Rebel, you have a very powerful, potent energy. And all these cards are blue. So something very significant about your throat chakra, the way you express. So that can be speaking, singing, poetry, however it is that you utilize your voice. And this is also giving very royal, regal energy. This is very mystical, as we see like the crescent head wrap, and then her head is wrapped here too, and all the gold and the blue, again, it's giving like grace, poise, royalty, ooh, connections to ancient Egypt, Kemet with the emerald. There's a little like green gem, and this is giving me like emerald tablet. So for sure, like knowledge of the occult, the esoteric. So something about you, it's like you know something that not everybody knows, and that makes people very curious too. So some assumptions, like people can think that maybe you dabble in like some like dark things, or maybe you do witchcraft, or maybe like people who don't understand it, it can bring some fear, because I'm getting you're highly intuitive, you're highly tapped in with how like her head wrap and all of that. So there's something where if people, that can kind of like scare people too if they don't understand it. But so some people can be assuming you're doing some like weird stuff, but you're very much a messenger too. Okay, for sure, throat chakra, your voice, highly significant. People love your voice. People love the way your voice sounds, the sound of your voice. I'm getting like some people, I just heard like I could fall asleep to the sound of your voice. Something very soothing, very comforting, very inviting. You also have very much like a siren energy, something that like calls people in. If you're a singer, your singing voice is like angelic. Like when you sing, people quite like transcendental experience. Like, oh, comment below if that's you. I want to hear your stuff. Yeah. So everybody can hear your stuff. Yeah. Show yourself below. But also too, it's a bird. So something too of like, you could be, yeah, whatever it is, you're like your speaking voice. It's almost like puts people like in a trance, or it's almost like spell-like. It's very activating, but with the singing voice, yeah, it's like people shift into a whole other dimension of reality. So your voice is very, very special and a part of your purpose here. And then as we see here, she has a scar over her face. So people assume they don't assume that like you have an easy life. People, when they look at you, they can almost tell, or either by the way you look or like portray yourself, or the way you carry yourself. When I say by the way you look, because she literally has a scar. So there could be something that literally indicates like battle, war. So people assume that like you have gone through some like dark stuff. Like you have like, yeah, been like, yeah, that's for sure coming through strongly. Because it's almost like you have this like boldness to you, yet this like reserved type of energy. So it's almost like a cautiousness or like boundaries. So it's like people can tell like, oh, like maybe this person's gone through things or things like that, where it's kind of like, yeah, it's almost like they know to like keep a distance or not to impose, or like to tread lightly or something of that sense. Oh, and then I didn't even note transformation, change, enchantment. Yeah, you're incredibly enchanting. I also got like charming. Again, that mystical, magical energy. Like people feel like they're under a spell. It's even like in your presence, people literally feel like they're being transported to a whole new dimension, reality, but in the most beautiful, incredible way. And lastly, new path guiding you. You're very much looked at in high regard as some form of teacher, as some form of guide, some form of way shower. You with the new path, it's like and it says she who guides, yeah. And with the new path, it's like you show another way. You're very much trailblazer. You walk to the beat. Oh, I'm getting a call. I hope that, can you still hear me? I don't know if that interrupts the reading. But it's like you're a way shower. You're an initiator. So you're a trailblazer, so you show another way. I'm also something about perspectives. It's like you show different perspectives. Like you're very expansive, so you expand people's minds. Like you're very much tapped into like limitless possibilities. So there's something where, because I just got to like, however you move through life, people catch themselves saying or thinking, oh, like, I didn't even know that was an option, or I didn't know we could do it that way, or I didn't know it could be done that way. So that's a part of your purpose and mission too, is like you are here to be a bridge and to create new paths within this like reality dimension. That's so freaking cool and beautiful. I love that so much. Be sure to book with me through the link in my bio for personal oracle reading, coaching, mentorship, whatever it is you may need at this time. And give me a follow, like the video, and I will see you in the next reading. Love you. Mwah.